You're trying very hard.
What the hell's wrong with you? Stop acting like a damn cheerleader.
Sportsmanship, try it.
Shut up.
And hello, and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. This is not that this week, but there are many wrestlers, so inroads abound on this longest yard.
Hello!
How you doing, V1?
Not too bad at all, mate. Looking forward to this. Anytime we talk about movies, it's good fun, but then you throw wrestlers in the mix, and you know it's going to be awesome.
Another Nogger U film review. We are just banging these out, aren't we?
Smashing it.
Doing amazing. And this is our first ever dual request, i.e. two people really wanted this one. So grateful thanks to Sean Fields and Aidan Murray for choosing the longest yard. You too can have your request filled. All you gotta do is join the highest tier on Nogger U. Wait for us to pick it out of the hat and we'll get right on it sometime in the next 7 years. Starting now.
Well, at this pace, the next 6 years.
Ooh, hey, look at that. Sean and Aidan, a twofer. What is so special about it? We'll get to Aidan after the review, but Sean says,
I just picked it due to the amount of wrestlers in it. I'm buzzing to watch the review now though. So keep up the great work as well to you and the lads. P.S. I forced the missus into becoming a wrestling fan and she actually enjoys it now.
"Aw,
We were even at Elimination Chamber in Perth. Oh, nice. And the first proper Fed show I've ever been at and she loved it.
excuse the splicey Rhea Ripley."
Yeah. But unfortunately, she's not come around to OSW yet. But as we've just gotten engaged recently on our first trip back to Ireland in the 6 years we moved here, that surely means I have forever to bring her around to it.
Aw, that's a happy end. Listen,
Long arm laughy.
leave her. She's no good.
That's it.
Will be your wife now.
She... If she's not one of the 6%, there used to be 7, there used to be 8, you know?
When did we drop to 6?
I know. You were saying that recently. You quoted something about the 6%. Oh, you remember we used to be 8. Are we losing the lucrative female demo, Jay?
Is it that billboard I erected? Women, do we need them? Oh, thank you, mate. Anyway, and we'll check in with Aidan at the end of the review. Let's do it to it.
Making of.
This film is about Paul Wrecking Crew, a retired / disgraced pro footballer who's sent, I'm just going to call American footballer for the purposes of this review, who is sent to prison and forced to get a ragtag group of inmates, train them, and have a big football game of cons versus the evil prison guards. Adam Sandler, where was this in his career? Already had a ton of hits under his belt. A decade earlier was Billy Madison. Is that the one with Sonya from Mortal Kombat?
I think so, yeah. She's his, tutor.
Yeah,
They're kissing or something, yeah.
And she's like, if you get this answer right, I'll take my top off. That's how you study.
That is.
Why wasn't that in school?
I was taught by Christian brothers, so I don't want that in my school. We'd all be thick leaving. Well, we all were, you know.
The Wedding Singer.
Great movie.
Probably my favourite Adam
Yeah,
Sandler. Well,
yeah.
second maybe now. The Waterboy.
Okay, yeah, it's good, it's fun.
Starring the giant brother, Coco Hall.
Oh shit, yeah. Captain Insano.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to open a can of whoop ass on Herculon, and I'm going to drive him back into whatever galaxy he came from. And that's a promise.
Big Daddy. Not that Big Daddy.
Yeah, okay.
50 First Dates.
Oh, I've seen that one. Very much a watch it with the missus movie.
Yes.
It's actually fine.
Okay. In general, I wouldn't be the biggest fan of him, but I hear he just gets films made in exotic locations and hires his mates as actors so they can all have a paid holiday.
It's literally the OSW playbook. Mine is going to fancy places.
And having a holiday. But hearing that is like, I respect you, Booker, man.
Yeah. And he's one of those dudes, you don't really hear bad things about him. You hear bad things about some of his movies, of course, you know.
They're generally derided, yeah.
Yeah, and he's very much a product of its time. I think this type of comedy worked in the 90s, and then as time moved on, he didn't. But hey, he's still making money, he's still making movies, and he's still getting his mates booked.
And whenever I think of Adam Sandler, all I can think of is the Family Guy skit, where he's like, I get my trikey and it goes drink, drink. And then there's one seagull going, ah! And everyone gets pissed off at him laughing at the joke.
This is my old bicycle that I had from when I was 10. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh, and he made Uncut Gems?
Which I haven't seen, but I've heard that was like a coming out party for him as an actual actor.
Yes, there. It doesn't undo like 30 years of this type of comedy, but hey, there you go. Mostly written by Albert Ruddy, more famous for being a producer on The Godfather and $1 Million Baby. Directed by Peter Segal, no relation, who also did Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Ooh. Or if you're very Irish, 33 1/3.
Yes, which was the worst one, to be honest. But
Yeah.
features SummerSlam 94's own Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, get in.
Get Smart with The Rock.
Yeah.
And lately, My Spy with Batista.
Okay, nice job.
I've cherry picked those, obviously.
There is one thing I'm good at.
What's that?
Kicking ass.
And in mid-2025, Sandler did what no promoter or filmmaker could do, have a current AEW and WWE superstar in the same film, with Happy Gilmore 2 featuring MJF and Becky Lynch.
Oh my god, only two of my favourite professional wrestlers in the entire world. Delighted for the both of them.
Aw, both of them, they're kind of bit parts. MJF has more presence, but he's a background character. He's one of Sandler's supportive sons. He's the jacked one.
Yes, he is. He jacked to the gills.
And Becky only comes in at the end. She's one of the opposing team's goons. She's just there to get thwarted.
She is, and have to say, OOC said in her review of the Marine 6 that Becky couldn't act, and there might be some truth to what Steve said.
Oh man, I just wanted one line between MJF and Becky.
Yeah.
But no.
No pressure, boobs, get ya.
Casting.
Adam Sandler went out and hired just a ton of pro wrestlers. There are more wrestlers in this movie than WWE have in their movies. You know, because you
Yes.
like Marine 6, Becky, Miz, Shawn, or
maybe Marine 5 might have had more, because that has pretty much the entirety of the early 2010s cast.
that has like Bo and is McGillicuddy?
McGillibuddy is
Yeah.
in it, and
Naomi.
Yeah. Summer Rae, I want to say.
Wow. Yeah, there's like 6 wrestlers,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
apart from that,
Yeah. Other than that one.
like it's usually just one wrestler in it, do you know? Okay, lineup of wrestlers and if they had a history in pro football. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Holy shit.
Before wrestling, he played for the University of North Texas. He was a linebacker and then moved to defensive end after a knee injury.
Those words you said don't have meaning to me.
Yes.
Linebacker. Isn't that a type of guitar? I know, it's a Rickenbacker.
He's a defender strat.
Yes! Book it.
Goldberg. Georgia Bulldogs as a defensive tackle before making his NFL debut for number 71.
Atlanta Falcons.
Switched to wrestling after tearing his lower abdomen off his pelvis. Kevin Nash. Not football, but basketball. Playing as a center for the Tennessee Volunteers in the late 70s.
Okay.
The Great Khali! No football or basketball career, but V1, what reference will I make?
Oh shit, the crushing the basketball on SmackDown.
Yeah!
Yes!
Until your skull pops!
And Bob Sapp, guard for the Washington Huskies. He played one game for the NFL, the Minnesota Vikings, and suspended for steroids.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, look at him.
He is a beast. He is a fridge of a man. And just running out the cast, we got actual footballers like Michael Irvin,
Dallas Cowboys,
Brian Bosworth.
University of Oklahoma. Does that mean that he's a Boomer Sooner?
Yes.
Oh my God, Boomer Sooner! Boomer Sooner!
And Bill Romanowski.
49ers and Broncos.
Terry Crews, Not only a famous actor, but played in the NFL for 6 years.
Nice.
Yeah, in the early to mid 90s, including the San Diego Chargers. This, so there's a load of kind of famous people already, but this film, the number one most people I recognise in any film.
It is insane. Like, it is a cameo machine.
We got Courtney Cox, Chris Rock, Nelly, Burt Reynolds, Joey Diaz, this guy, Tracy Morgan from 30 Rock, William Fichtner, the bank manager at the start of Dark Knight. You and your friends are dead.
Yes.
Doesn't work out for him. Special Agent Mahoney in Prison Break as well. Lois's ma from Malcolm in the Middle is the horny woman prison secretary.
I knew I recognized her from something. Okay.
And Rav Schneider.
Rib Schneider.
Easy king. Derp deeter. Deedly do.
I'm a carrot.
It's 24 karat comedy. Rob Schneider is a carrot. Rated PG-13.
For the love of Christ.
Production.
Shooting was over summer 2005, mostly in a prison, which was a real prison in New Mexico. But since they wanted it to be more ominous and overbearing, they built up some more parts of the building, like a new front, to make it taller and more imposing. These guard towers to give it that kind of always watching type atmos. The first AD, John Hockridge, was just saying that they had to build the sets very well, as in Santa Fe they got a ton of shitty weather, harsh typhoon type stuff, because it was monsoon season.
Ah, shit. Gorilla.
And lightning struck the set twice.
Wow.
I hope he was joking. The entire third act is The Big Game, filmed at Murdoch Stadium in Torrance, California. It's a college stadium.
Does that not boggle your mind that students play in these 10 to 12,000 plus seater arenas? Students.
It's incredible.
Like in Ireland, our Irish football leagues, our best stadiums wouldn't be that big. Not counting our national stadiums.
Croker,
you know what I mean?
that,
Yeah, Croker and the Aviva. But the other ones, you know, like your fucking Daly Mountain, your Shelburne and Tolka Park and all of those, like... Come on.
You and Bose, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose this is the scale of, I was going to say economy, but maybe scale of population.
Yeah.
Because there's only, 6 million people in Ireland?
Yeah.
And America is slightly bigger than that?
Slightly.
You can get to the top and bottom of Ireland in like 3 hours.
It is mental.
Piss check's on the end of it, and it's a goal for Bohemians! He only scores against Shamrock Rovers!
We usually review films from the 80s and 90s, so, there's just no access to computers, or very limited in scope. But since it's 2005, they do have computers, and we get a decent wedge of CGI. I'm going to mention 4 things. It's mostly stuff that's quite obvious, like practically you can't do, like marrying 2 shots together. Like at the start when Adam Sandler is being transported to the prison, there's a shot that goes from a really wide shot that kind of zooms in through the glass and turns around and looks at him. Like obviously you can't do that in one shot.
Very, like Jerry Bruckheimer, like he was big into that kind of stuff.
Or when the inmates are getting rowdy.
Gonna move some things.
Yes!
We've been doing this for too long.
Oh yeah. One of the guards throws this kind of soft grenade called a hornet's nest, and that explodes, and it's supposed to, what's the word? Get everyone to simmer down.
Batter people.
Yeah, so everyone stops fighting and fussing and feuding. And obviously they didn't really make one explode. There's another impossible shot where they have a look at, they zoom in on a clock, and it goes into the clock dials, and you see the mechanisms.
That was a very unnecessary shot.
And then it just turns into the, the Lionsgate intro, with the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. And one later. I'm saving it in the bank, in the pocket.
Gotta say.
We have been doing this for too long. All in all, over 350 VisFX shots. Only one of them looked absolutely naff. Chris Rock getting kablams.
Oh,
the fire. Oh, Jesus. On a budget of 82 million.
Wow. Most of that must have gone on just paying people for their cameos.
Yeah, imagine. Released upon the world May 27, 2005. Let's see how The Longest Yard went down. Adam Sandler making his official debut on OSW.
Wow.
Like, he would have been referenced, but never actually cover him.
That's crazy.
He's just trying to watch the game while Monica from Friends, smoking hot Courteney Cox.
Just Monica's tits.
What? Since when?
She looked amazing.
Is his bitch socialite girlfriend telling him to literally put on this sailor suit and charm her clients.
Oh my God, it's like George Michael and his granny when they go to the mammy son get together thing and they're, oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
Well, me. The exact same color.
Oh, can we just call him Adam Sandler? Adam and Sandler. Like, do you know what I mean? He never stops. He never becomes the character.
Does he in and plus if we call him by his character's name, then we're just going to be doing Vince's voice for the next hour. Okay. Adam Sandler. Yes.
Adam instead locks her in her walk-in wardrobe. Why would you have a lock on that? And steals her Bentley for a booze cruise.
Yeah.
Because we need a reason to get him into prison. His missus calls in this theft, and yes, he is stopped quite quickly. The cops recognize him, and the tone is set as Sandler gives the wee gremlin cop some sass.
Yeah, a little goblin cop. Yeah, little coplin.
Now listen here, Mr. Frodo, don't get short with me.
Obviously, in the course of this movie, Adam Sandler is a babyface, and we're meant to be behind him. This is pretty big heat for your top babyface to be drunk driving and putting other people at risk.
Yes.
Slagging the cops, sure, whatever. Cops are dicks, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, drink driving is pretty bad.
Yeah, absolute scumbaggery here. But it's all played for laughs here. He's slurring his words and a cop asks him if he's been drinking. He's like, hold that one, I got 5 more. And I was like, obviously, fuck drunk drivers. But can it be really drunk driving if it's a fictitious beer made up for the film industry?
Wow.
Brockman beer here is created for the TV show Angel.
Okay, which I've watched. I don't remember the beer, but I will go back and I will grab a clip of that.
Poor Stephen. Yeah. It was also used in Invictus, the rugby film.
Okay.
And in Always Sunny.
Ah.
Sandler is rightly done in for drunk driving and a huge cop car pileup.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's the budget went into this shot. Great line to finish off is like he stumbles out with his beer. He's like, good news, boys. I didn't spill my beer.
Hey-oh.
It's
good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good shit.
Good news, boys. I didn't spill my beer.
Without question, Crew's 5-year federal probation for point shaving has been severely violated tonight.
So Sandler is off to the pokey. Do disgraced American footballers even go to jail? He's back. Who's back?
Do American footballers go to prison? They go to TNA.
Adam, is immediately intimidated by evil security guard Fichtner and told to refuse the warden's offer to coach a team of inmates because that would make things difficult for him, the security guard.
It would have taken away his agency as the top guy, which he didn't want. He was jealous, basically.
No. Another guard walks in, sees the abuse and laughs and does nothing. Oh my God! Stone Cold Steve.
Racist. His character is wildly racist in this movie. Holy shit, they didn't hold back.
Weird. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
In the warden's office, did you like Errol Dandridge, aka?
He's very much that, isn't he?
Colonel Parker here. Despite doing as he's told, refusing the warden, Sandler's still giving another beating.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. He just gets his ass whooped, whatever he does. For refusing the offer, he gets a week in the hot box.
He would be dead.
Yes.
Let's face it, any more than 24 hours in that, you're probably not coming out.
And yeah, the warden's deal looks pretty good. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So it's on. By the way, guards versus inmates. And it was like just big bang of season 8 of Red Dwarf, where they have a big basketball game of Red Dwarf crew and when they're prisoners and they take on the evil security guards. They managed to steal some futuristic Viagra and plant it on the guards and they all drink it for their water at halftime. And then when they come out, they're all kind of half bent over trying to hide their erection so they can't get up to get the ball. Brilliant.
With Mickey Finn their drinks, within seconds you're harder than a quadratic equation.
So the next 35 minutes is Sandler recruiting a team and teach him how to play football. Just as you do, the whole movie is just kind of quick one-liners and japes, mostly coming from Sandler's new sidekick, Chris Rock.
You play football? Me? No. I suck so bad they used to pick me after the white kids.
They skip any kind of getting to know each other. They're immediately best mates.
Immediately best mates, yeah.
I can get you any props or give any exposition. I'm your man.
What about the love of a beautiful woman?
Well, you're going to have to lower your standards on the beautiful part. And on the woman part. That was good. In general, what do you think of his kind of hit ratio for quips?
I thought he was good in this movie. Like he is the heart and soul of this movie without question.
He was great. I have to say some of the jokes are quite on the line, which would have been more acceptable 20 years ago.
Definitely.
And, they're out there. 20 years later, we'll get to them. Holy shit. But he's basically just doing stand-up. You know,
it's insane how quickly things move on. Like, you know, this would have been the I don't want to say the height of comedy in 2005, but you know, nowadays, yeah, like it definitely feels dated.
Talking to the warden, who says he got a lot of his guards from recruiting college stars who weren't drafted, offering them a job, money, security. And who's that in the background wigging out? Who's drinking all the Gatorade? Ah! It's Kevin Nash!
Nashy, baby!
It's Nevin Cash!
It's Nashy with his Punisher haircut.
Yeah! You'd only done it the year prior. And, you know, Adam Sandler turns around, you can get me anything. And apparently steroids.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Who drank all the damn Gatorade? Damn it!
And apparently steroids?
Bob Sapp. He's up for joining the team. He plays a giant, powerful dum-dum.
Yeah.
Quite like a parody of John Coffey.
I literally have that exact same thing here. I was just waiting for him to ask for cornbread balls.
Leave the lot on, Mom. That's all I can do.
Here's some cornbread. I'll kill you!
Because he's like, I broke it in my nose.
How's it look?
Chris Rock to save the day. And he's asking, how's my broken nose look? Straighter. More distinguished. Kind of like a young Michael Jackson. Joey Coco Diaz. Hey, you might recognize him as the ref in basketball, or the main train passenger in Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Sorry, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2.
Yes. Probably known by a lot of people. He was like the kind of main sidekick in the early days of the Joe Rogan podcast before he kind of went off the deep end a bit.
Okay. My God, the gut on this guy.
It's majestic. Isn't it?
He's a goddamn mustard tiger. There's a shot where he is like flat on his back and they're outside and you're just looking at his gut. And there's another one when they're in the locker room and he's almost naked and he stands up and the warden or whatever, just sit back down.
Sit down, mate.
Oh my God. He's more stomach than man. Tryouts aren't going well and they don't even have a coach. From out of the dust, is it a mirage? No, it's Burt Reynolds.
God almighty, it's the original Parr.
Yeah, so he would have played Adam Sandler's part in the original movie, which we'll get on to a bit later. After we finish the film. The writing for old Burt Reynolds here, it's so bad. It's like, he can try ham it up, but he still has to say the words and deliver garbage. Actually, Steve, could you try give this a go?
No, I ain't dead. I've been right here rotting, waiting for a chance to get back at these sadistic guards. Waiting for this.
Oh. I heard you were dead.
No, I ain't dead. I've been right here, rotting, waiting for a chance to get back at those sadistic guards. Waiting for this.
It's quite student writing. There is zero nuance.
Really, like the film,
like it's all plot and no story.
Yeah. So, I thought Sly's film Over the Top had a flimsy story, but this one is all plot and no story.
It's got a premise, and then it's just a series of skits to get to the promised premise.
Yes, the big game at the end. Just FYI, the difference between plot and story. Plot is literally what happens in the film. Sandler gets sent to prison and recruits inmates for the big game versus the guards. The story is the subtext, like what the film is really about or really trying to say. Sandler is kind of getting out of self-pity and finding his drive, his reason to go on, that kind of thing. I think, because there was 3 lines in the movie where he just says that, and that's supposed to be, here you go, here's the story.
Yeah.
Here's my entire arc. Is this fucking line, you know? Which makes it quite difficult to review because we just be telling you what happens in the movie.
Oh, we'll mark out to the wrestlers, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That'll be plenty. But in terms of like character motivation, his motivation isn't to better himself, which is kind of prison is there for 2 reasons. 1, punish you for doing bad. It is a social slap on the wrist. And then secondly is to rehab you, to send you back out to be a better person. I feel like Adam Sandler's character does neither of these things because like he's literally put in the hot box and the only reason he does the good thing is so he doesn't have to go through the bad thing. And that's not growth. That's just taking the easier route.
This might be a difference between like Irish prison system and American penal colonies.
You know what?
I mean?
Yeah, okay, that's true because in America, prison is a business and they probably want you coming back.
Which is gross.
Yeah.
For-profit prison. That's fucking insane.
Wow, no bullshit. Real football?
Yeah, you can either tackle him or hit him over the head with that hammer.
We need more wrestlers.
All of the wrestlers, please.
Goldberg, where he's in the shower, he's fully naked, and 3 men, fully clothed, standing, looking, talking to him.
Looking.
As he suds his genitals.
The entire point of his character is he has a massive cock. 3-foot cock.
And the great Khali. He's too busy playing ping pong until flimsy excuse.
The ping pong thing is very weird. Is that like a Forrest Gump reference? It's like he's slow, but he's good at this one thing. Like, what are they?
Yeah, I think that's about as deep as it gets.
Yeah.
Like, and he's in solitary as well.
You probably shouldn't overthink this.
Yeah. Oh my God, Terry Crews, cheeseburger. Oh, I got the shakes that'll make you quake.
I got the fries that'll cross your eyes.
I got the burgers I just got burgers. Oh, he's so good in this. He's so funny.
I got the buns that'll get you huns.
Yeah. Oh. It's fun to see him and Chris Rock as well because he would have played Chris Rock's dad in Everyone Hates Chris. And I'd know him from Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. The internet.
It's Terry Crews. He's a meme. He's awesome. Everyone loves him.
Go back inside!
Are you talking to us or the fart?
Terry Crews isn't interested in joining the team. Along with most of the black inmates, they say no. As Sandler sold out his real NFL team, what'll he do to us? No thanks. But they're goaded into a game of pickup where they check the shit out of each other.
They batter him. It's great.
Even though Sandler loses the one-on-one with the head of the brothers, Nelly is impressed.
Yeah.
And joins up.
But any man that can take that kind of beating out here, can't wait to see what he can do in a contact sport.
Do you like Nelly?
Not particularly. You know that awful song that haunted us? You know, people on buses playing it on their phones for years. All I think about is you, Nelly, when you go for poo.
Oh my
God. You know that song?
Was it. That was it for like 3 years.
Oh, I hate that song. And that's all I can think about when I think of Nelly.
All I think about is you.
He plays in sneakers like Converse or something, and it's obviously it's gimmicked sneakers because here's the wardrobe designer, and she said, "Oh yeah, so we just hollow out the sneakers, take away the soles, and so you can actually put it over a real pair of like football cleats." That's how they do it.
That's clever.
He blows out his sneakers while playing, so he plays barefoot instead quite well. Chris Rock, his response is, "Man, he's got those slave feet." He's good at playing barefoot. Jesus.
He can get away with it. He can get away with it.
Just about.
Just as well Paul didn't fucking say that line.
Yeah.
Get
your country ass back in the huddle. That boy got some slave feet. You see that?
2005 fan service to you, Steve-O. Stone Cold in his warden's area comes air guitaring in to Mississippi Queen.
Yeah, and he's just like, this is what a white person playing guitar sounds like. So, sir, excuse me, Stephen.
And did you see what's on that, 17-inch CRT in the background? It is Halo 2.
Oh, yes, I did. I absolutely marked it. It came out in 2004.
Yeah.
And one of the inmates comes in and goes, ooh, you guys got Halo 2. I didn't even know that came out. I was like, that makes kayfabe sense because he would have been in prison.
Yeah.
So how would he know?
Yeah.
Any books you'd recommend? Inmate?
No, sir.
See, Stone Cold and the guards are intimidated by Nelly and his American football prowess, so want to make him lash out and so they can throw him in isolation and miss the big game. By firstly dropping library books menacingly and dropping N-bombs.
Oh my God, they do not hold back in this scene.
I was like, Steve, did you really want to... You couldn't have fought to not just shout out N-word multiple times.
Yeah.
Mate.
Does the N-word offend you?
Nelly doesn't rise to it, but in a nice story beat, it's this scummy injustice that convinces the bros to all join the team.
Yep. Everyone wants a piece of the fucking shithead guards.
And then see if he can... It's a way to kind of legally get on the field and batter them.
Yep.
The guards see Sandler's crew improving, so their dirty playing continues by flooding the pitch so they can't train. But screw 'em, we'll have a slow-motion frolic play in the waterlogged turf instead.
That was a very weird...
Homoerotic?
Yeah, wasn't it? It was very, very strange. You know those 80s movies, the American gimmick of having the car wash and then you have the hot girls and they frolic about in the suds and things like that? It was that! But take suds and put mud and take the hot women and put prisoners.
It's mad.
Very weird. Yeah.
That reminds me of TNA. Karen Jarrett was like the female Knockouts GM.
Yeah.
And she just said, everyone get to work. All right, women, get your bikinis on. You're waxing cars. Gail Kim, get in here.
Get in. Do you want your living expense raised, Gail Kim?
There we go. The lads decide to fight fire with fire and play dirty too. Dr. Nash, he's taking steroids. It's just, here you go.
Boom.
And they replace it with estrogen.
Great joke. Brilliant stuff.
Oh, and it's like this is the start of a long running series of gags.
Yeah.
Each of them hit.
Yeah. I thought it was probably the comedic highlight of the entire movie. In a movie that has actual comedians. I thought that the wrestler hit his jokes the best. There's the one where he's talking about his nipples being sore and he's crying and he's giving out to the guards for giving the prisoners a hard time saying that they're trying really hard. And he's like a doting mother. It's great stuff.
My nipples are killing me.
And we'll revisit that for the big game because there's some really good payoff there.
Quit booing, people! Both times... Oh,
So in this story, Adam Sandler is a disgraced ex-footballer who was done in for skimming points.
Yeah. So
like through a match on purpose?
So not through a match. So American football, obviously betting plays a huge part in sport. And you bet on who's going to win, but you also bet on the spread. That's the numbers of points separating both teams. And you can bet on the spread with a handicap, be it plus or minus points. And so him shaving points would have been fudging that for betting's sake, which is very illegal.
And so he's been a disgrace ever since. So he, through this even bigger adversity, he can try find redemption. Thank you, Stephen. By the way, initially when they met Sandler, the black guys called him the fake Slim Shady. As opposed to the real Slim Shady. I marked out at that Eminem reference. A ton of lads on the team are D12. Eminem's rap group from Detroit. But there's a fucking Eminem song in this film. This I've never heard it before.
Okay.
The lyrics are terrible. He's like, football, football, I love football, smacking the bum. It's fucking terrible. But if you go on YouTube, do you know the way they tell you what are the most rewatched parts of the video? Everyone skips everyone else's rap to go to Eminem, so it's just a big pyramid around him. And he played the Super Bowl. Why don't you play this song? This piece of shit that just squirted out in 4 minutes. But it was so cool hearing it. I'd never heard it before.
I told you, it's the longest yard.
Catch me if you can, but you ain't man enough. You'll never touch my balls.
Chris Rock, the check having cleared for the full amount, bows out of the film.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. He goes to turn off some hanky-pank music and kaboom! He is toast. He's actually dead. Well, no, in kayfabe, he's grand.
So this comes minutes after quite possibly the only bit of character development we get in the entire movie. It's where Pa and Chris Rock's character share a drink, talk about their past and their feelings, and Chris Rock shows him a picture of him with his mom. And they actually share a genuinely nice moment. And I was like, the fucking red flags are waving here, like alarm bells ringing.
I just got 1 day left to parole. One of my favorite gags of Chris Rock is he starts that with, "Hey, do you want to look in the toilet? I've got a present for you." It's like, what? You left them in the toilet? Brilliant.
And here's to having one of these with you on the outside sometime in the next 3 to 5 years.
Chris Rock, so he's gone, but not before he requested and got the prison crew their own football gear. So throughout the film, we see how shitty and flimsy and dirty their attire and equipment was, and it kind of gets better, improves throughout the film.
They basically go from a Biss in 2009 wearing the whites, and now they have like actual gear. And it's much better.
Yeah. This is their final form, the pro football gear. Mean Machine. What a shit name.
Yeah. Honestly, the main character, Paul Crew, his nickname was the Wrecking Crew.
Yes.
And I think if they called their team the Wrecking Crew, it would have been a much better name.
Or Ole and Arn Anderson might get onto them.
Oh, nice.
But Mean Machine, it's so generic. Your inmates, your cons, you're in the clink, the slammer, the pen.
Yeah, I can only think of little Sega jellies now that are dropping on the screen and you have to match them up. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Ruined.
Yeah.
That's good that they got the new outfits because it's time for your murder. It's your murder warrant. The Big Game, which is the entire third act, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought that was kind of awesome.
Well, okay. We'll go through it. The cons versus the guards. I did think it was weird, the complete tonal shift from wisecracking joke and now here's a serious football, let's play some football.
Yeah, football.
Sandler's scrappy ragtag inmates versus the evil domineering cheater guards. Most of this third act is played in slow motion. So it's really only 3 minutes long. There's so many music montages, like short licensed music vignettes to kind of move us along. There's a load of music in this one. It's like a modern Marvel film.
Oh no, it's like a fucking Netflix movies are just full of licensed modern music. Which is funny because he now does all of his movies on Netflix.
Hey.
Yeah.
To Megan, and Megan scrambles for a first down.
Burt Reynolds, why are you in football gear too? And Troy McClure here, he heels out saying he's dressed to play. He's not sitting out the game.
They're going to make it about me.
I'm going to do it me. Like, imagine if Jose Mourinho would just went, hey, John Terry, I'm going to play this match for Chelsea. You sit down there. Mate,
Get out there, John, yeah?
The production is quite similar to how they present NFL games in terms of the kind of camera shots, placement, sweeping overhead and all that kind of stuff. But since it's a film, they can do the same plays over and over and shoot it from different angles. So we get stuff like the player cam about to kind of tackle the opposition running into them. And it's here. I was looking at Adam Sandler. He is a very... okay, I know that not all American footballers are fit and jacked. Like, you get some people who just do kicks and they're just big lads, or they just do defense and they're...
Well, they're like the lads who do defense are like, that's your Vader and your Bob Sapp.
Burly motherfuckers.
Yeah, but the lad who gets the ball and just throws it, he doesn't necessarily have to be huge, you know?
Yeah. But Adam Sandler is neither of those. Like, he's an average middle-aged looking guy.
Yeah.
The type of guy I will order pizza and garlic bread and chicken tenders. You know, and
I
like,
actually had all of those on Saturday. It was brilliant.
So get on the pitch, Steve. And get out there and win this game.
And a bottle of full sugar Coke.
Oh my God, that sounds delicious.
Really treating myself.
So he doesn't look like he didn't put any work in to be a football. Like, I know Sean Salisbury taught him how to play football. Tight a spiral, break the huddle, slant route. And like,
you're just making up words now.
Yeah, they're like, he looks terrible. That was where I'm going. And he's the main eventer, ex-football. Bollocks.
Yeah.
Calling shenanigans. Austin, the heel guard, he needs to be checked. And he got a lariato!
Great stuff.
Oh, what a hit on Dunham by Switowski.
And your man's like, I think he shit himself.
Which is not the first time he's done that, right?
Yeah, South Africa.
CD
Africa. Yeah, they were on tour and I think he just eaten something dodgy and then in the ring he happened to take a bump and...
Oh my God, can you imagine it?
Thank God I'm wearing black.
Can you imagine having to pick him up for moves after that? Yeah. Some kind of tombstone and you're just like, his arse is in your face.
Saying, like, Christian's just going, well, who wants to wear a nappy now? Yeah. Who's a clever club?
Oh my God, so he like takes a back bump and then the shit just goes all the way up his back like a baby.
Oh my God. Don't splice that.
True or false, you actually shit your pants while wrestling Yokozuna?
True.
South
Africa, and it was a dietary change for me, and I was in there working with Yoko, and Yoko's probably weighing, 600-700 pounds at the time. When you're that heavy, 100 pounds doesn't make a difference. He might have been 800. So anyway, goddamn Yoke picks me up with one arm and slams the shit out of me. Literally, he slammed the shit out of me. I shit my pants. I'm lucky I wore black trunks. And it wasn't like a gigantic shit, but I sprayed.
I think I made him shit himself.
It's halftime and it's a tie, 14 apiece. The guards are on the back foot and Adam Sandler's feeling confident. Evil Warden sneaks a chat. You gotta lose or else I'll keep you in prison for 25 years.
It's such a movie gimmick that he could just lock him up and throw away the key and the legal justice system won't even bat an eyelid. But to be fair, it's America and they might not.
And it's a film, so
yeah.
But he's a celebrity, so, and he says, fine, I'll let the guards get 2 touchdowns, which they do. And, oh wow, I love their bowling pin celebration.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Guards have something to celebrate as they find themselves up by 2 touchdowns.
Really good stuff. And then the movie does a trite sports underdog shtick of Sandler take himself out of the game. And then he gets just pissed off enough to say, screw it, it'll be worth doing the time. Let's go out, play some football.
This is the man who wasn't willing to sit in the hot box for a few days, so took on the match, is now willing to play the match and spend 25 years more in prison.
Is it Khali? I think it's like, I'm glad you're back now. I don't have to stab you.
That was good.
I'm glad you are back. Now I don't have to stab you.
It's great news.
Oh, Kevin Nash, what is he doing in this match?
Kevin Nash, his arc goes from complaining about sore titties and nipples, crying, complaining that the people are booing at the cons because they're trying really hard, to cheering with the prison cheerleaders, with the sexy lady boys. And it's great. He knocks every single scene out of the park. He's fantastic.
Oh, he's so good. Him being turned into like a blubbering mama, considering how huge and scary he is. And he's like, listen, if you want to cry, go ahead and cry. I'll cry with you. Why are you yelling at me? All I did was care. There's another bit we'll play here. It's just he tries to break Austin, and like he just gives it. Austin tries so hard not to laugh. He just manages it.
What the hell's wrong with you? Stop acting like a damn cheerleader.
Sportsmanship, try it.
Shut up.
And what's a film without a Rob Schneider cameo?
You can do it! You can do it all night long!
And of course, him and Sandler, they're in each other's movies all the time.
Yeah. You can do it!
Everyone has to have an arc. What about that dude who can't kick a football? He has a horrible punt kick, but the plan is just recover it after he botches.
Which is great. It's really good.
It's a great kind of turn the trope on its head.
Yeah.
Him kicking the ball was so funny. It was so bad. So Adam Sandler's the lead, rounded up the cast, executive producer. You never guess who gets the big win. Yeah, it's me. So he books himself to score the winning touchdown for the win, for the big game.
I can't believe that he didn't, like, even if you want to give him the ball and have him carry it, like, it would have been such a nicer moment if he passed the ball on for somebody else to go and get that final touchdown. It would have been so much better.
It's weird that, like, football is a team sport, but he's selfish.
American football is the least team sporty of all of the team sports because it's completely based around your quarterback. He is your megastar, you know? And then the rest are there to kind of allow him to play his game.
It's like OSW and OSC.
Yes!
And to close the movie, the warden is like, hey, shoot Adam Sandler, he's escaping, shoot him. But the game has earned the evil prison guard's respect, and he won't do it.
And he was just going for the game ball, which he comes back and he gives it to the warden, tells him to stick that on his trophy case.
So all the lads head off to the showers, and Sandler, you can go to the hot box.
Yeah, exactly. For 25 years.
And curtain down.
Here we go, here we go.
Can I give you a bit of behind the scenes, Steve?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
I've sprinkled most of this into the tidbits throughout the review, but here's some more Did You Knows. Of course, Burt Reynolds was the lead in the original 1975 film. He'd be kind of a makeshift consultant on set, where the director would ask him if he got this shot or how are they doing, and if he gave you a hello, you were doing good. And conversely, if he didn't give you a hello, okay, try something else.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Adam Sandler looked completely checked out and said nothing of note in all the behind the scenes bit. It was just the kind of generic quips like, oh, that was crazy. And then they cut to someone else.
Okay.
We brought the special Hollywood mud that you use in mud baths and spas.
It was slippery, I remember that.
The cheeseburgers got a little bit dirty.
For most of these behind the scenes interviews, it's all this guy, Chris Berman, the announcer, and he is the biggest shill I've ever heard. Like generic platitudes about how everyone's the greatest, the funniest, the fastest, the strongest. This is the best movie. Buy your popcorn, pre-order the DVD. Gee, shut up. I was like, I thought you were the producer or something. No, you're a jerk. You're just a minion.
Why are you selling this movie, which is an extra to the people who've already bought the movie, you know? You go, buy it again. Get it on Laserdisc, Jay.
Chris, like a rock.
Chris Rock, the actor, said it was very hard acting opposite him or even looking at him because he's so funny.
Okay.
It's just, you can't look at him.
Yeah. Getting the fucking giggles.
Yeah.
Whoa, Nelly.
Nelly got number 23 on his jersey for Michael Jordan, or the Chicago Bulls.
David Beckham.
Oh, this is the fourth thing, actually. V1, what did you think of the crowd in this big match?
I did not have any thoughts about them at all. I thought it was a good gimmick that they had a cordoned off section for the prisoners, with like barbed wire and all that stuff. Other than that, I didn't even think about them.
Excellent, because it was mostly CGI.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Surely it's cheaper to get a couple of people in and give them free fucking hot dogs.
Yes, that's what they did. But they were only budgeted for about 125 extras per day.
Okay.
So what they did is they got them to seat at specific parts of the stadium, have a green screen in front of them, and then film them and cheering, and then move to different seats and then cheer, and then we'll just comp around them. So the ones in the forefront are real people, and then behind them are fake.
Holy shit.
And then they have to green screen or blue screen out and put like the footballers in the pitch because they just had production equipment on the pitch, So I thought that they did a great job.
I didn't notice that, so that means that they did a fantastic job.
Yeah. The real prison they filmed in was the Santa Fe prison in New Mexico, which had a horrific riot back in 1980 where 33 died and hundreds more were injured.
Wow.
Yeah, so filming there, it freaked the cast and crew out. They said it felt haunted. So they had a shaman, a priest, and a minister come and bless the grounds.
Oh my God. So, so they had like Papa Shango, Reverend Devon, and I'm sure there's one other wrestling
and the
person.
sinister minister.
And I love it.
Yeah, so most of the prison scenes were filmed on a sound stage. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Bit of scandal.
Nice.
And finally, that's all I got. What does the longest yard mean?
NFL, it's like a game of yards. To get your downs, you have to get 10 of them. So I'm guessing like the final yard before you get to the red zone, the touchdown zone. Is that the longest yard?
Because
the whole team is kind of parked the bus and you have to break through.
So it would be the hardest? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
The longest yard is a phrase, but it is a phrase from the movie, the original movie. A challenge that is greater than expected or reasonable. Like overcoming obstacles and adversity, crap equipment, not enough players, inexperience, foul play, underhanded tactics, and impossible odds. So it means kind of grinding out a win. The team advances score by walking yards until reaching the end zone. So the longest yard is the hardest distance to advance, not in size, but in effort.
Okay.
The Mean Machine, supercharged and power-driven to the longest yard.
Okay, original and remake. Longest yard original is from 1975. Steve!
I think it might be from 1974.
Thank you. Longest yard originally from 1975. Steve!
4.
Bollocks! Did you watch this one?
I did watch it.
I'm so sorry. Not really, though, because I would like to hear. I do like hearing.
Yeah, it was fine. Okay. The 2005 version is like a scene-for-scene identical remake of the original movie. There's a couple of changes here and there, but for the most part, if you've seen one, you've seen the other one, okay?
Is there a Kevin Nash analog?
There's like a massive guy, but the main difference between the 1974 version and the 2005 version is that they upped the comedy. The second one is a comedy movie, and the first one is a light-hearted sports drama movie, And there's a couple of differences, so I'll just go through and tell you some of the main differences, okay? So he does fight with his missus, who is wearing a very sheer dress in the opening, nips 10 on 10. He is drunk, steals her car, but before he does, he fucking grabs her by the throat.
Oh dear.
And pushes her up against the door and screams at her and then throws her to the floor. And I'm like, man, you're gonna drink drive and you're gonna like
beat wife,
not batter her, but you know, you're gonna lay fucking hands on her. How am I supposed to cheer for this guy? It's ridiculous, you know.
It was acceptable in the 70s.
Second difference, he's not caught by the cops. He actually gets away by using a raising bridge, but then he just dumps his Bird's car into the bay, goes into the bar, and then they have the exact same scene where the tall cop comes in with the small cop and he makes fun of the small cop, has a bit of fisticuffs, and then they bring him to prison. In the original, they do a lot more kind of like on-site prison work. So part of Paul's job is that he is on the swamp duty, where they go to the like swamp in the middle of nowhere and they're basically digging it up, draining it so that they can take back the land. And it's there that he meets a caretaker, who in this movie is white. He's very...
Caretaker is Chris Rock.
Yeah, he's a very southern lad. But he's very, very likable. He's probably the most comedy-based character in the movie. Very likable. He gets into fights. Evil guard Knauer goes to hit him and he grabs it. And so he's put in the hot box then. So that's when he changed his mind and he takes the job. In the great Khali role, you know the James Bond movie with Jaws?
Mm-hmm.
So it's him playing it.
Huh.
But he's not a direct version of it. He's like a mixture of Khali and the Bob Sapp character. Okay. So he's a little bit dim, and they also do the scene where he like, you know, breaks his nose and they fix it and they tell him that he's gorgeous and all that stuff.
How does it look?
Oh, it looks 100% better, doesn't it?
100%?
Oh, yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
How's it look?
Looks better than before.
Really?
Yeah, it's straighter, more distinguished, kind of like a young Michael Jackson.
So, you know the way in the remake when Chris Rock goes into Pal's cell?
Yes.
And he pulls the light and he kind of taps it, which is then when he goes onto the radio, which he turns off and then that blows up.
Yeah.
Well, that's a reference to the 1974 movie because in that, Unger has a syringe.
Unger is the inmate who sells out the team to the guards.
Yes.
In all these films.
And he injects it into the light bulb so that when he turns it on, the spark blows it up.
Okay.
And it's a Molotov cocktail, basically.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's a nice reference to it, you know?
How much of the original film is spent on the kind of last big football game?
Very similar, like long time. Both the original and the remake are about 2 hours long. And I would say that the ratio is very, very similar.
And overall, which do you think was a better film, entertainment-wise?
I would say the 70s version is a better movie, but if I was going to re-watch them, I'd probably watch the 2005 version.
Yeah.
As a wrestling fan, I do like seeing the wrestling cameos, and I do like the kind of comedy touch to it. It can be hard going back and seeing 70s fashion and 70s haircuts and things like that.
70s
It just looks rough. But yeah, man, like overall, very, very similar movies. I like both of them. I would recommend both of them. And yeah, it's a solid flick.
Okay. The Longest Yard, the original, has been remade 3 times. This 2005 Adam Sandler one is the most prominent, but the first remake was in 2001 called Mean Machine. Starring the fucking Juggernaut!
Alright, Juno, gonna chase it to a bloody wall, you know?
Pip. And by that I mean, Stephen, did you watch Mean Machine?
Of course I watched Mean
so
Machine.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
It's very much the same movie, but just rather than it being US barbecue flavor, it's fucking fish and chips, you know? It's very, very British and it's very, very likable. And Vinnie Jones is a solid actor, okay? So I'll just go through it and I'll give you a couple of the differences, okay?
Okay.
So Paul Cruz is gone.
Is his name Paul? Oh, it's not named Paul. No, Paul.
In his place, we have Danny Meehan.
Dan!
Dan!
Dan! Dan!
And so the movie opens with a clip from his past. He is the England captain. He's got like 73 caps. And in his heyday, he was a superstar. He was doing ads. And the movie ends with him doing an Umbro advert, a literal Umbro knacker to open up the movie. Fan-fucking-tastic. But yeah, the same opening. Ex-soccer player was caught not shaving points, because that's not something you can do in football, but he deliberately gave away a penalty in the World Cup. It was England versus Germany. And
oh, wow.
He's
a pariah.
Disgraced.
Yeah.
The entire land hated him for giving away goals against the old enemy.
Gareth Southgate, it's like, oh, thank God.
But yeah, other than that, it's the same opening. He's drinking, he goes for a drive. There's a car chase, he goes to a pub. He makes fun of the small cop, lands himself in prison, where he is brought in to meet the warden, who has the craziest eyebrows you're ever going to see. They're literally shaped like horns.
I love it.
That go up. He runs a semi-professional football team, and he's come runner-up in their league 5 years in a row, and he wants Danny's expertise to get him over the edge, to gain the longest foot and finally win their league, you know? So the same thing, he turns him down, he gets put in solitary confinement, eventually caves, and is told that he has to build up his own ragtag of football players to take on the guards in the big main event match at the end of the flick. There's a couple of differences. Caretaker's role, played by a tiny little black fella, and his name is massive because it's ironic.
Hey!
There's a line in it where the prison guard goes, all right, mate, you're in a high bloody security prison. It's not fucking Butlins.
Hey!
I was like, that was great stuff.
Did the English have Butlins as well?
Yeah. Butlins. I think Wales had Pontins.
Stephen, explain Butlins.
Butlins is a holiday camp that was very popular, I'd say, from the 60s to the 90s?
Yeah.
You would go there.
Pre-Celtic Tiger.
Yeah. You would go there because at that time, foreign travel cost an absolute fucking fortune.
Yeah.
And unless you were minted, you couldn't afford to go to Spain or France or Portugal or anything. And so you would go to holiday camps in your own country where you would rent either a chalet or an apartment or a caravan.
There you go.
Or you'd bring your tent, and they had like video games and roller coasters, the pub for the parents, and they had kids clubs. I had great fucking summers there.
Just never go back, Steve.
No, absolutely not.
Reminds me when Carl Pilkington would keep banging on about his caravan holidays as a kid. And so Gervais just pays for him, here, go fucking back and see how it is. And it's just a miserable affair. Goes in dank and wet. He sits down and he's like, yeah, it's not too bad. And then the neighbours are there and they set up camp and start chatting and being loud. And he's like, oh no, 2 weeks of this.
Yeah. Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And the mattress, the pull-out mattress is all thin and lumpy and springy.
Oh yeah. Covered in plastic.
And you just sort of... That's not right, is it?
So is Mean Machine any good? Did you enjoy that?
I did like it. One of the main differences between the two movies is that the heart and soul of the movie is not Caretaker. He's very much just comedy. It's a different guy. It's an old guy called Doc. He's an Irish guy who is in prison for 30 plus years because he got into a feud with a gangster and he dropped a grenade into his house.
Like down the chimney. It's going to reverse Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
But because this gangster knew that he was in a feud, he had barricaded up his house to keep Doc from getting in, which meant that they were locked in and then the house burned and he killed the gangster, his wife, and his 13-month-old child.
Oh, God.
And so that's why he's in prison. He has atoned for what he did and he feels awful. And so he is a character who is killed.
Okay.
Which is the one that gives them motivation at the end.
So So we've heard about the original, the Adam Sandler movie, the Vinnie Jones movie, but did you know in 2015 in Egypt there was another remake called Captain Masser?
Oh my fucking
God. It is so cheap, Stephen. It is just owl lads in wigs. It's just like, the Beatles wig that's parted. It's like you're not fooling no one, mate.
I hope that's not shepherd's pie in young Nicholas.
And instead, it's a football thing as well, since it's outside America. It's a soccer thing because it's outside of America.
Fuck off. Yeah. It's football.
Yeah. Although in Ireland, more people would think of our football as soccer.
That is actually weird. Like, Ireland might be the only other country in the world where the majority of the population, when you say football, think of Gaelic football.
Yeah. But instead of Khali squishing basketballs, it's an owl lad squishing 2 footballs.
Yes.
But he can't do it, so they just cut to a wide shot of it already deflated.
Yes.
And he just drops them.
Do they have a clip of a lad with the sheiky clubs? Because that would just make it 10 on 10.
You know when you look at something and you immediately know it's garbage?
Yeah.
Like, you only need a few seconds. No, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's the film.
Love it.
It's back, man.
Okay, Stephen, reception. So back to Adam Sandler here. The film made on a budget of 85 million. How much did it bring in?
170 million.
Okay, very close. 191.
Okay, so it made money.
Not really, because you figure in half of the budget again on the marketing.
But that would still make money, wouldn't it? It'd be close, like.
Yeah, but it would have recouped it on DVD anyway.
Okay,
so
okay.
In the
and streaming rights and all that stuff. This movie is on the UK Netflix, which is where I watched it.
Did you use a VPN?
The Irish.
We have the same stuff.
The Irish Netflix is the same as the UK one.
We have less stuff than the UK Netflix.
Okay.
Because I've been over to Kim's way and she has way more.
Oh, really?
It annoyed me. It annoyed me so much. Yeah.
Bastards.
I don't know who ate the most. I know who drank the most. That's about it.
Question for you, Steve. What were these wrestlers doing at the time the film was released?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so it's May 2005. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, greatest wrestler of all time. Holy shit balls. Final match was WrestleMania 19 back in 2003. So in 2005, he was already done farting around as an on-screen personality.
I was going to say, was he doing the GM on the quad bike, feuding with Bischoff and things like that?
The co-GM thing. He'd already finished that.
Oh, wow, okay.
But he just returned after a year of being off-screen at WrestleMania 21. He did Piper's Pit with Carlito and was helping out the ECW originals in One Night Stand.
Okay. Oh, that sounds shit.
Do you remember, because I just saw him on screen with Sandman, and Sandman's because he's already off his face, and it's you should be me.
We're the same. Austin, would you like a smoke?
Longest Yard is Austin's actual first film.
Oh wow!
Beyond the Mat doesn't count. That's a documentary. He wasn't scripted.
Yeah.
Do you know? Kevin Nash. Wrestling wise, his most recent match would have been in March 2005 at TNA Destination X versus The Outlaw.
Whoa.
Before he was cute.
Oh shit!
Billy Gunn. Yeah. Nash must have been pretty knackered as he wrestled only 3 to 6 times per year for a couple of years, trying to break into Hollywood. And as we mentioned the previous year, he was in Tom Jane's The Punisher.
Punisher, yeah.
With him and his red and white stripes.
What was he like? It's like... I look like an advert from Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Do you remember when he was in WWE and he was about to go off and film The Punisher?
And he had the hair versus hair match.
And he cut his hair before that.
Yeah.
And he just showed up with a crew cut. And you didn't want to put Chris Jericho over.
Yeah.
What a Clint. Goldberg doing a sweet fuck all as his final WWE match was in 2004. Obviously final in inverted commas before returning so his son could see him wrestle and get some of that sweet Saudi blood money.
So yeah.
And Sandbag and Taker.
I think they were both hurt. I know Goldberg was definitely rocked because he got concussed, right?
Yeah.
And then Taker was probably knackered as well. But man, Goldberg came back as I'm going to beat Kevin Owens for the belt, and I'm going to beat The Fiend for the belt, and I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar for the belt. was like, oh my God.
And he's got that Hogan book.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like it was just his last match would have been in WWE for WrestleMania 20 against Brock Lesnar.
The legendary match.
Because the fans, especially in New York City, are smarks. So they know that both of their contracts are up at WrestleMania 20. Both of you are leaving. Both of you did not renew. Boo, both of you.
I've never heard a fuck you wrestler chant. They were both hated.
Yeah.
It was a disaster, but 20 years later, it's brilliant.
Amazing seeing it because like they just break character and start flipping off the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'll get you right back by putting on a stinker.
That'll teach them.
And the great Khali! He didn't debut in WWE until 2006. So he would have been in India doing more training.
That's mental that this is before he debuted. I must not have seen this movie when it came out. I must have seen it like a couple of years later. And I was like, oh, Khali! Just give him a belt! Upside down belt! 10 on 10 movie!
Because myself and Steve were doing elective in an Indian hospital.
Yeah, he was a megastar
so
over
we
there.
got to watch Raw in India. And do you remember like the ticker tape at the bottom, the scrolling? And it's all just text about Khali.
Khali.
The great Khali! He's the world champion!
They didn't show WWE live. And so they got to creatively edit stuff so that Khali could only come out on top every single segment that he was in. It was brilliant.
And like cut him out and then put his segment at the main event.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Like I think he wasn't champion, but just there was overwhelming love. It was great, to be honest. Bob Sapp, did you know? Okay, you know he's an MMA fighter, but did you know that?
Even that's generous.
Did you know that he was IWGP World Champion?
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that the actual real World Championship?
Yeah.
Wow.
He beat Kensuke Sasaki. Power Warrior.
What a great name.
In 2004. Held it for over a year, successfully defending it against Shinsuke Nakamura at NJPW Nexus. May 2005. He never lost the IWGP title, but he did lose an MMA shoot fight to Kaz Fujita. And then he just forfeited the belt because I lost in a real match.
Okay.
So he never actually lost.
Smart booking.
Do you know, like...
Smart booking.
Could he not go on Primetime Wrestling and Bobby Heenan's there with the real World Championship? By the way, that match with Nakamura...
Nakamura Shinsuke!
Sapp kicks off with a Horaloo running grab.
Yes!
We get to see Sapp's football background. He does a quickie 3-point stance and a lariato over the top rope.
Duggan style.
Yes. Shinsuke sticks to his game plan, evade the much bigger but slower Sapp, and try to grab a limb. How about a triangle choke? Sapp powers out of it into a powerbomb. Try again on the outside. Successful. But we're on the outside. You have to release it anyway. A third time. No. Okay, leave it. Don't do it again. How about a crucifix and armbar? Nice. I'm just like watching this, marveling at Bob Sapp. I was like, if you could cut a promo, you'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Because you can tell Sapp is really holding back his power. You know, you can tell he's much stronger than, like, he's trying to have a equal fight with Nakamura, but if he was to really let him, he'd kill him. But he does get windy, like whip to the turnbuckle and clothesline. He's quite windy running, like he's slowing down running after only, 7 minutes. He runs in, Nakamura hits a guillotine into a DDT. Sapp applies his own submission, Anaconda Vice. And will Shinsuke tap? He escapes. All right, stop fucking around. Big time powerbomb. That's gotta be it. Nakamura kicks out at one. He just Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Ooh. And no, just eat a second powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Sapp retains. Great to see. Like, you get the full, all of your strengths and weaknesses of Sapp in one match. He must have put all of his points into strength and not endurance.
Definitely. I think he's quit to being tired in the past. Like, he went out like a monster, got winded, and then said, right, I'm done. Tap.
He Yokozuna, turtled it.
I think so, yes. Yeah.
I'm tired. Let me just lay here.
Yeah.
I hope it's the main event. Or there's a next pair have to wrestle around them.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ooh, thanks again to Sean and Aidan for choosing this. We heard from Sean at the start of the review. Now it's time for Aidan's thoughts.
So Aidan says, hi Jay.
Hello.
Thanks Aidan, yeah?
Hey.
Thank you. Hope you were doing great.
Me.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. Yep.
And friends. He says that I'm very close with my uncle. He was a big American football fan, and we watched the original together when he was looking after me one time, and became one of my favorite films, and then became a huge wrestling fan, and then the remake came out, and there was a huge amount of wrestlers in it. Big guys like Kevin Nash, who was brilliant in it, Austin, Big Bill Goldberg himself, and even the mighty great Khali. And of course, big American football guys like Michael Irvin. So it's a film that I really gravitated towards. And it also has some brilliant performances from Chris Rock and Adam Sandler himself. Favorite bit was Burt Reynolds bringing himself into the game. Get your old ass in the end zone. He says the basketball scene is excellent. The Bob Sapp broken nose scene, even some great emotional moments with Caretaker's death. Just a great movie to throw on anytime and enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy reviewing it, and thanks for picking me. Well, Aidan, sir, thank you very much.
I will thank you, Steve.
I don't get to say anything now. Yeah.
Silence, we're cutting you out. Oh, brilliant, thanks so much. I really enjoyed this film as well.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to because it was Adam Sandler, but he was great in it. And
was this your first time watching this movie?
Yes.
If Okay.
So generally stay away from Adam Sandler. But yeah, surprised me here. It's a great movie. Yeah, so if you want to watch this or this, if you want to watch this and why would you want to watch this? You're already watching it. So if you want to watch, or what do I usually say?
What about if you have enjoyed this and want to watch other Nogger U movie reviews?
Can you just say it?
If you have enjoyed this and want to watch other Nogger U movie reviews from myself and Jay, you can do so at
noggeru.oswreview.com.
How did you like that, Aidan?
It's weird. This is weird. I don't like it. So it was a goodbye from V1.
Take a boo.
The 2.5-time Golden Nogger Award winner, Jay Hunter. See you in the funny pages. And remember, a winner is you.